We are here today in the matter of Okonkwo versus Okonkwo. Mrs. Claire Okonkwo has filed for dissolution of marriage and sole custody of the two minor children, Zara, age 6, and Nathan, age 4. Mr. David Okonkwo, your response? Your Honor, my client contests the petition entirely. He contests both the dissolution and the custody arrangement being sought.
Your Honor, my client has provided extensive documentation demonstrating that the respondent is emotionally absent, financially negligent, and unfit to share custody of these children.
David, let me speak.
Your Honor, we will demonstrate that Mr. Okonkwo has not contributed meaningfully to this household in over 18 months, that he has been repeatedly absent.
I was absent because I was building the house she lives in. I was absent because Mr. Okonkwo. You will have your turn. Counsel, please continue.
Furthermore, Your Honor, my client wishes to relocate to the United Kingdom with the children to pursue a career opportunity. She is asking this court to grant her permission to do so without the respondent's consent.
She wants to take my children to another country. She wants to take my children to another country and raise them without their father. And she is calling that custody? Mr. Okonkwo, I will have order in this courtroom. One more outburst and I will have you removed. Do you understand? And nobody knew what was sitting in a folder in David's lawyer's briefcase. A folder that, before this hearing ended, would change everything. But the truth has a way of surfacing, even when it has been buried very, very carefully.
David, how are you? Have you eaten?
Mama, it's 10 o'clock at night.
People eat at night. Have you eaten?
I had bread.
Bread? My son, who is about to be an engineer, is eating bread at 10 o'clock at night. David.
Mama, I'm fine. I have a project submission on Friday. How is Papa?
Your father's leg is not improving. The doctor says he needs the surgery now. They cannot wait any longer.
How much?
You are a student. How will you?
Mama, I said I'll handle it. Don't worry, Papa. Give me a few days.
You're staring.
I'm sorry. You have a very loud laugh.
Is that a complaint?
No. It's the best thing I've heard all evening.
Claire.
David.
What do you do, David?
I build things. Roads, bridges, drainage systems. Nothing glamorous.
I think infrastructure is extremely glamorous. The fact that I drove here on a road that didn't swallow my car is somebody's achievement.
They dated for 2 years. David was steady, Claire was brilliant, a marketing director for a pharmaceutical company, sharp-tongued but warm at home. They married in 2017. 2 ceremonies, a church in Lagos and a family gathering in Imo State. David's mother cried. I mean it. Whatever comes, I'm not going anywhere.
David, stop being sentimental. You're making my mascara run.
You're not wearing mascara.
I know, but in principle.
No one told them what was coming. No one told them that 4 years later, they would be sitting on opposite sides of a courtroom.
And that the woman with her head on his shoulder would be asking a magistrate to remove his children from his life.
2019, Zara is born, then Nathan in 2020. David's work intensifies. He is managing a major road project in Ogun State.
which means leaving home at 5 in the morning and returning after 9 at night. Sometimes not at all during the heavy construction phases. But what nobody outside this marriage sees is what David does when he is home.
4:30 a.m. The baby Nathan, 3 months old, is crying. Claire is exhausted. David gets up before she stirs.
Shh, it's okay, little guy. Daddy's here.
I'll go.
Sleep. I have him.
David, you have to be on site at 6.
Claire, sleep.
What nobody knows, what even Claire does not fully register, is that during this period, David is also quietly carrying debt. The house they live in was built on a construction loan he took in his own name so Claire's credit score would remain clean for the UK visa.
She told him she was applying for a backup plan.
A backup plan?
Just in case.
You didn't tell me.
I didn't want to worry you.
Zara asleep?
Since 8, Nathan took longer.
Is he okay?
He's fine. I got an offer, a proper offer. Head of African marketing for a pharmaceutical group based in London. The package is, David, it's the kind of package that changes your life.
Wow, that's incredible, Claire.
I know, it's a lot.
London.
I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
That the children, that your work, that Lagos.
I wasn't going to say any of that. I was going to say, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I mean it. I'm so proud of you.
That means a lot, David. The plan is we go together. You can find engineering work in the UK.
Claire, I have a 400 million naira project in Ogun State. I have 12 men whose salaries depend on my name. I can't just...
I know. I'm not asking you to leave tomorrow. I just need you to think about it.
I am thinking about it. Right now, I'm thinking about it. How long have you been planning this?
I've been talking to them for 3 months.
3 months?
I didn't want to say anything until it was real.
3 months, Claire?
David.
I'm not angry. We tell each other things. That's the arrangement. We tell each other things.
I'm telling you now.
He nods, finishes his water, goes to check on the children. He stands for a long time in Nathan's doorway, watching the small rise and fall of his son's chest. Raymond Cole, 38, David's oldest friend. They grew up 3 streets apart in Port Harcourt. Raymond was best man at David's wedding, godfather to Zara. He is charming, well-traveled, works in private equity, and wears his success casually and loudly. He is the kind of man who makes every room feel smaller when he enters. What David does not know is that Raymond and Claire have been having lunch together, alone, once a month for the past year. Raymond told David it was professional advice. Claire was asking about investment opportunities in London. David believed him. Because Raymond was his brother.
Have you told him about the London time yet?
I told him about the job offer. He thinks we're all going together eventually.
And?
And I don't want eventually. I want to go now. The children need to be in school there by September.
Claire.
Don't look at me like that, Raymond. I know what you're going to say.
I'm going to say that David is my friend. And what you are describing...
What I am describing is a woman taking an extraordinary opportunity. Why does every woman who wants to advance her career have to first prove she isn't abandoning her family?
That's not what I said.
The children will be with me. I'm their mother. David can visit. The UK is not the moon.
You know he will never agree to that arrangement.
Which is why I'm not asking him for his agreement. I'm filing for separation and sole custody. My lawyer says with his work schedule documented properly, a court will...
Claire, listen to what you're saying. You want to take his children.
They are my children too.
You want to take them to another country without him. And you want a court to say he has no say. Do you know what that will do to him?
I need you to support me, Raymond. You understand the opportunity here. You understand what London means for a career like mine.
I understand ambition. I also understand David.
Are you going to help me or not?
What do you need? And there it was. The moment when Raymond Cole, David's oldest friend, his brother in everything but blood, chose the wrong side. He told himself it was complicated, that Claire had a point, that David would be okay. He told himself many things. None of them were true. He helped her find a London-based lawyer. He gave statements to her legal team about David's work absences, technically true statements, but stripped of all context. He helped her move money into a separate account David didn't know about. How are things with you and Claire? Tense. She's set on London. I keep thinking we can find a middle ground. I hear you. Marriage is hard, bro. Just keep communicating. That's all you can do. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, man. Always. That's what brothers are for.
Your Honor, we submit Exhibit G, Mr. Okonkwo's work travel records for 2021 and 2022. He was physically present at the family home for fewer than 90 days in each calendar year.
Mr. Okonkwo's counsel, do you dispute these figures? We do not dispute the figures, Your Honor. We dispute the characterization. My client was absent from the home because he was working to provide for this family. We will demonstrate.
Your Honor, we also submit Exhibit H, the children's school and medical records during this period. Mrs. Okonkwo attended every single appointment, every school meeting, every hospital visit. Mr. Okonkwo attended 3 out of 47 documented events.
I was building infrastructure. I was on a government. David, please, Mr. Okonkwo's counsel, you will control your client. You cannot speak out of turn like that. It damages our case. David, I need you to stay calm in there. Every time you speak out of turn, it damages us. They are making me look like a stranger to my own children, Festus. 47 events. I knew Nathan's first tooth came in at night. I was the one who got... I know. But a courtroom does not care about what you felt at midnight. It cares about what is documented. And right now, her documentation is better than ours. Because she planned this. She planned all of this. The work records, the school records. She kept everything, Festus. She was building a case while we were still married. I know. My friend Raymond, he gave them a statement. My oldest friend gave evidence against me in a custody hearing. Do you understand what that means? I understand. David, I need to ask you something. Ask. Is there anything you haven't told me? Anything I need to know before we go back in there? The house. What about it? The house we live in, that Claire is asking the court to let her keep, I built it on a loan in my name only. I did that so her credit history would be clean for her UK visa application. She asked me to, 3 years ago. I have the messages. David, why didn't you tell me this before? Because I didn't want to use it. I didn't want to fight her like that. David, she is the mother of my children. I didn't want... David, listen to me. She has had professional legal support for at least 6 months. She has had your best friend feeding information to her team. She has constructed a narrative that is currently working. I need everything. You have to let me do my job. Everything is on here. Messages, transfers, contracts, everything. Good. Give me the weekend.
You have to eat, David.
I'm not hungry, Mama.
You are thin. You are wearing away in front of me for 8 years and called me Mama. She ate our food and brought me presents from her trips, and now she is in a courtroom saying my son is not fit to raise his own children.
Mama.
I know who he is. I know what he has done and what he has sacrificed, and...
Mama, please. I can't. I just want to see my children. I want to put them to bed at night. That's all I want. That's all.
God sees everything, David. Every single thing. Just hold on.
What happened? Your weekend was productive for me. Sit down. The magistrate is about to enter. Your Honor, with respect, I would like to request permission to introduce new evidence and to call one witness who was not previously listed. Your Honor, it goes directly to the question of financial responsibility in this marriage and to the circumstances that led to this petition. I believe it is material to the court's determination. I'll allow it. Proceed carefully. Your Honor, we would like to submit Exhibit R, a WhatsApp conversation between Mr. David Okonkwo and Mrs. Claire Okonkwo from November 2021. In this conversation, Mrs. Okonkwo specifically requests that the construction loan for the family home be taken in Mr. Okonkwo's name alone. And I quote, "David, please use your name for the mortgage. I can't have any debt on my record if we want the UK visa to work." We also submit Exhibit S, bank records showing that Mr. Okonkwo has been servicing this loan alone to the tune of 420,000 naira per month for 31 months. While simultaneously funding the family's living expenses, the children's school fees, and medical costs. And finally, Your Honor, Exhibit T. This is a signed statement from Mr. Raymond Cole, submitted to this court 3 weeks ago as evidence for the petitioner. In it, Mr. Cole confirmed that Mr. Okonkwo was frequently absent from the family home. What Mr. Cole failed to mention in that statement, and what is documented in these email exchanges submitted as Exhibit U, is that Mr. Cole was actively assisting Mrs. Okonkwo in legal and financial planning for this separation for over 8 months. Mama, let me help you. If this story touched your heart,
please subscribe to the Narrative Hub with Paula. Like, share, and
before the petition was filed, while simultaneously maintaining a friendship with Mr. Okonkwo and providing him no indication that this was occurring. Objection, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Sit down, counsel. Mrs. Okonkwo, I am going to ask you a direct question and I want a direct answer. Were you aware that your legal team received assistance and information from Mr. Raymond Cole over the period described?
Raymond is a friend. He was what?
Mrs. Okonkwo, yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Okonkwo, I want to hear from you directly, not your lawyer. You. Why were you absent from those 47 documented family events? Your Honor, I was absent because I was working. Because the loan on the house, which is in my name because my wife asked me to put it there, is 420,000 naira every month. Because Zara's school fees are 180,000 per term. Because Nathan had ear surgery last year and the bill was 2.3 million naira. Because my wife's salary, which is substantial and which I celebrated when she got every promotion, has been going into a separate account for the past 14 months. As your court will see in Exhibit S, I was absent because I was working, Your Honor. Because someone had to. I am not a perfect husband. I miss school plays, I missed a birthday, I miss days I will never get back. But I was not gone because I did not care. I was gone because I loved those children too much to let them grow up without a foundation. I built them a house. I paid their school fees. I sat on the floor with Nathan at 3 a.m. when his ear was hurting. And I sang to him until he stopped crying. And I drove to the pharmacy at 4 a.m. in the rain because we ran out of pain medication. That is who I am, Your Honor. A man who was not at every school meeting because he was paying for the school. I am not asking this court to punish my wife. I am asking this court to see the full picture. I am not the man they have described. And my children need their father. Not just on a video call from another country, in the same city, in the same house, every day. I want to be clear that this court does not take sides in marriages. This court takes sides with children. And what I am seeing here is a picture that is considerably more complex than what was initially presented to me. Mrs. Okonkwo, your petition for sole custody and relocation is denied at this time.
Your Honor, we would like to...
I am not finished. Please sit. The denial is not a permanent ruling, it is a pause. I am ordering a 60-day mediation period during both parties will be required to engage with a court-appointed family counselor. I am also ordering a full financial audit of the household accounts for the past 2 years. And I am ordering that access to the minor children during this period shall be shared equally. Specifically requests that the construction loan for the family home be taken in Mr. Okonkwo's name alone. Mrs. Okonkwo, you are an accomplished woman. What I have seen in these documents suggests that you have skills, drive, and a clear vision for your future. I have no doubt about that. What concerns me is the manner in which this process was pursued, without full disclosure, with the active involvement of a third party who had a conflicting obligation to the respondent, and with a plan that would have placed these children 9 hours away from their father without his meaningful consent. That is not in the best interests of the children. That is in the best interests of Mrs. Okonkwo. And this court has a different mandate. Do you understand? I am also referring the conduct of Mr. Raymond Cole to the relevant professional body. David, we didn't win everything, but we won today. I get to see them this week? You picked them up from school on Friday. Okay. Raymond, sit down. This is not a comfortable conversation. I understand. The court has referred concerns about your conduct in the Okonkwo matter to this firm. You provided a statement to a legal team while maintaining an active personal relationship with the opposing party. You used access granted to you by friendship to gather information used in litigation. Do you understand how serious this is? I thought I was helping someone who needed it. You weren't. You were exploiting trust. There is a difference, a significant one. We are placing you on administrative leave pending a full review. If the review supports what this referral suggests, we will be terminating your contract. And depending on the outcome of the court proceedings, there may be civil implications as well. David, does David know? I imagine Mr. Okonkwo knows exactly what you did. I imagine he has known for some time. Thank you for coming. I haven't decided yet if this was a good idea. Fair enough. I won't take long. I just wanted to say it to your face. Not in a letter, not through lawyers, to your face. Say it then. I'm sorry, David. I told myself I was staying neutral, that I was just helping a woman who needed advice. I lied to myself for months to avoid saying what I was actually doing, which was betraying you, my oldest friend. I betrayed you, and I'm sorry. Why? Raymond, genuinely, why? Because she made it sound simple. Because I wanted to be the person who helped her. And I didn't think about what it cost you. Because I was selfish. I don't have a better answer than that. She played you. Yes, and I let her. Because I wanted to be played. I wanted to feel like the sophisticated one. The worldly one. One who understood the big opportunity. I didn't want to be the one who said no. I'm not going to tell you we're fine. We're not fine. I don't know if we'll ever be what we were. I know. But I'm not going to carry hatred for you either. Because hatred is heavy and I have children to carry. David, give me time, Raymond. That's all I'm asking. Give me time.
Claire, last week you said something I'd like to come back to. You said that David was never really present, even when he was home. Can you tell me what that means?
He was always thinking about work. Even when he was sitting with us, he wasn't there.
Can you tell me what that means?
He was on the phone, or he was drawing something, or he was somewhere in his head.
I was thinking about the loan.
What?
I was thinking about the loan. 420,000 naira every month that I had to find somewhere. I was calculating. I was always calculating. Not because I didn't want to be present, because I was terrified that if I stopped calculating, something would collapse.
You should have told me.
I tried. You said don't worry about money. You said the London opportunity would solve everything.
I didn't know it was that serious.
You never asked, Claire. You never sat down and said, show me the numbers. You assumed it was handled. Because I had always handled it.
Claire, what do you hear when David says that?
I hear that I was not paying attention.
And what does that bring up for you?
It brings up, I don't know, I keep thinking about my father. My father worked his whole life and we never had enough. And when London came, when that opportunity came, I grabbed it. Because what if it didn't come again? What if I waited and it disappeared?
You didn't ask me properly. You presented it as a decision that was already made. The children and I are going to London. That was not a conversation. That was an announcement.
Because I knew you would say no?
You don't know what I would have said. You never gave me the chance to say it.
David, what do you want from this process? Genuinely.
I want my children to know their father. I want to read to Zara at night. I want to teach Nathan to ride a bike. I want to be present, actually present, not on a video call, in the room.
And is there anything you want from Claire?
Not remorse exactly, more like recognition. The recognition of a person who has seen, for the first time, the full cost of their own choices.
I didn't mean to make you into a villain, David. I just needed a story that made it okay to leave. And the story I chose had to make you the problem.
I know, Claire.
I'm sorry.
Nathan, how did that get on your face?
It was an accident.
You drew on your own forehead by accident.
Yes. Daddy, look at my drawing.
What is it?
It's our family. That's you, that's me, that's Nathan, that's Mummy. But she lives in a different house now.
It's beautiful, Zara.
Daddy, are you and Mummy going to be together again?
The question every divorced parent dreads. Mommy and Daddy love you and Nathan very much. That will never ever change. But Mommy and Daddy are gonna live in different houses.
Do you miss Mummy?
Sometimes. Like, I miss a lot of things, but you know what I don't miss?
What? Fridays.
With you. Because I get those now.
Are they okay?
Nathan has marker on his face again.
Of course he does. Is it washable?
I have no idea. Probably not.
David?
Claire, I'm kidding. It's washable. They're fine.
Good. I thank you for not making this uglier than it had to be.
I wasn't going to be angry with you forever, Claire. I just needed you to see me.
I see you now. I'll pick them up Sunday, Eve.
I'll have them ready.
Good night, David.
Good night, Claire.
The windows need curtains.
Hello to you too, Mama.
I'm just saying, a man should have curtains.
I'll get curtains.
And that chair needs a cushion.
Mama.
I brought food. Sit down. You look better.
I feel better.
The children, they are adjusting?
Zara is drawing pictures of the family with everyone in different boxes. She seems to consider it a reasonable arrangement.
Children are more resilient than we give them credit for.
I know.
And you? What about your heart, David? Not your schedule, not your children, your heart. How is it?
Healing, Mama. It's healing. Slowly, but it's healing.
Good. That's all I needed to hear. Now eat your food. It's getting cold.
There is an image I want to leave with you. It is a Friday afternoon. A school gate in Yaba, Lagos. A man in dusty side clothes and orange high-vis stands waiting. He has come straight from a bridge foundation project that is 3 days behind schedule. He has concrete on his boots and a calculation he hasn't finished in his head. He is tired in the way that working fathers are tired, a tiredness that never fully goes away. Then the gate opens, and a little girl runs, and for the few seconds it takes to catch her and lift her and spin her once in the afternoon air, everything else disappears. The loan, the courtroom, the friend who was not a friend, the marriage that is now something else, all of it falls away. There is just the child, and the father, and a Friday, and it is enough. This story is not really about divorce. It is about something quieter than divorce. It is about what happens when two people stop seeing each other. David stopped telling Claire about the weight he was carrying. Claire stopped asking. They both kept building, different structures in different directions, and one day they looked up and realized they were no longer building the same thing. No one in this story is a monster. Claire wanted her career and her freedom, and she chose a path to get them that was wrong, but the wanting was not wrong. David was carrying too much and telling no one, and the silence was not noble.
Raymond was a man who wanted to matter to the wrong person at the wrong moment, and paid a price for it that will sit with him for years.
The children drew the sun above everyone. Children always draw the sun above everyone, because children know something that adults sometimes forget.
That the people in your life do not need to be in the same box to still be your family. They just need to still be there.
And the man in the side clothes, at the school gate, on a Friday, with concrete on his boots and a child on his hip. He is still there. That is what love looks like. Not grand, not always right, but still there.
Be still there, even when it is hard, especially when it is hard.
Mama, let me help you. If this story touched your heart,
Please subscribe to the Narrative Hub with Paula. Like, share, and